My final question is, what do you recommend people keep track of? I know that you had created a sheet that you give every customer, and I've been doing the same thing. What do you recommend when people start our product or products that they start paying attention to?
Well, you know what? Oftentimes when people come to me and they've been on our product for a little while and then they tell me all of a sudden it stopped working or they're not feeling right or whatever, they're not paying attention to some of the other changes that they just had. And it's always interesting to me because they don't take into account that, oh, well, I lost my job last week, or you know what, my child moved back home with me, or I'm in the middle of some kind of dispute. There's a lot of emotional component to what we have, so I like people to be able to keep track of more than just what's going in their mouth. I like them to keep track of, what things are they taking, and what good things are they starting to feel? What things would they like to have improve? List those. And over time, hopefully, we can take a look and see if that's going to work and see if that's going to be the path. Do we need to tweak something? Do we need to add in a little bit more omegas? Do we need to, there are some people that require more than one NRF2. I know that that's our dose for the majority of people. But when you've had a cavalcade of a huge numbers of huge bad things happening, sometimes you're going to require more than one. And if that's the case, I often make a recommendation that once they get started and they're on our NRF2, sometimes I have them take one in the morning with their food and their fats, and then take another one at dinner and go for a couple of weeks and see how those things look. But for me, I like people to just take a look at just kind of their overall health and what is it that they're actually focusing on that they want to see improved. Because right now, they may not see that improvement today, tomorrow, at the end of the month. But it's amazing what happens as you get through 6-month time period. There's people that totally forgot that they had certain issues, and I always remind people when I got started, I had no intention of doing this business. I was in a wheelchair due to a lot of issues that had happened to me with treatments and medications. And you know what? To have my blood work changed so much that my doctors called me and told me I had to get my blood work done again. That's astronomical. That's when I knew that I had to be once I was feeling better, which was fairly quickly. Now I'm obligated to be able, as a healthcare professional, to share this information with as many as I can, because we can make a huge impact for a lot of people. We just have to help them have the right expectations at the right time and to work through the process to help them get there. But honestly, I've never seen a tool that works as well as this has for me. Is it the perfect answer? No, but it's a great answer. And it's the best that I know of currently to help, along with exercise. You got to move. Doesn't mean you have to go kill yourself in the gym for 2 hours every day. It just means you have to get your buns out of a chair and walk around. Move. You got to have water. I tell people, start your day with a big glass of water. All night long, your body's repairing and dumping all kinds of stuff into your body, into your blood vessels. And guess what? You get up in the morning, your blood is like sludge. So guess what? Have a great big glass of water. That's going to help clear out and give your kidneys and liver a little bit of a break. And along with that, you know what? We try our best to stay away from so many of the seed oils that are present in so many processed foods today. And as a result of that, that's creating a lot of issues for people. So those are all kind of recommendations that I make. And Kim, maybe you have some that you like to add in for what you have your people do.
For the most part, you covered everything. I really spend a lot of time with people when I discuss our products with them, because I don't want, it does no good for anyone, especially our company, to bring in a customer or a consultant and just have them on the products for a short period of time. As we age, I was always told it was 1 month per decade that you're alive. I'm currently almost 49, so that's 5 to 6 months, so that you would want to be on the products for optimal levels in your body. But I think my biggest piece of advice is, like you said, staying hydrated, eating a balanced diet, sticking with this so that, I after over 8 years and coming in 2016 and seeing the health transformations that I know you've seen, I've seen everyone that has stuck around and really, planted their roots in our company, see in people. It doesn't take just a month. Sometimes it's quick for people. Yes, for me, it was 5 days. But it's been building, and now I've been on the products for over 8 years, and I will take them till the day that I die. I don't, I think this is a very powerful set of health tools for our health toolbox.
Exactly. And as we said, it's important to have a movement, to have water. It's important to have a proper mindset. The mind is the most powerful. And so, you know what, those are things that I tell people when you find yourself feeling a little bit excited or maybe a little bit out of control or depressed or whatever. One of the things I didn't mention earlier, I always start my day with 10 deep breaths. Again, we're pulling out extra trash out of our body that's now not going to have to go through the kidneys and the liver. So those 10 deep breaths, and then I find myself in the middle of the day, oh my gosh, I've got this, I've got that. And you know what? When you do those 10 deep breaths, guess what? A, it's free. They haven't figured out how to charge us for the air yet, thankfully. B, it resets. It resets cortisol pathways. It resets our adrenals. It resets a lot of things. And it's just that minute of just taking just a moment and just relaxing just a minute will go a long way to helping all of these things all work in conjunction together.
Well, I just want to say thank you very much for sitting with me. I think this is going to I know it will be very valuable information to pass on to a lot of people that have these questions. And I just so appreciate you and your expertise.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.